Welcome to this spooky edition of WLHS11. Senior ads for the yearbook are on sale now until November 8th. Forms are in the office. There are limited spots available, so pages will not be put on hold unless fully paid for. Student Council is taking up donations for Operation Christmas Child now. You can bring any of the following items or a canned good to one of the 2 drop-off locations for each grade. Freshmen, Miss Bullard or Coach Burt. Sophomores, Miss Atkinson or Miss Hoggard. Juniors, Miss Kwong or Miss Leanne Smith. And seniors, Miss Sandra Smith or Miss Williams. The following first period classes raised over $100 for the American Cancer Society and will be rewarded with breakfast in the upcoming weeks. Mr. Kwong, Mr. Alvarez, Coach Anderson, and Miss McCurdy. Thank you to everyone who donated and supported this cause.
Hey, riddle me this. Why did Snap, Crackle, and Pop get scared?
I don't know.
See, Snackle popped this. I don't know.
Because there was a serial killer on the loose. Duh.
How do you fix a jack-o'-lantern?
You carve it?
Jack-o'-lantern. Jack-o'-lantern. Oh, I have no idea.
A pumpkin patch?
That's awesome.
What kind of music does a mummy listen to?
I don't know. What is it? What's the answer? Just
Yep.
If you're a student here at Lafayette High School, I'm sure you've seen senior Gage Albert teaching. That's right, a student teaching. So what's that about? Gage is doing his science fair project on the effects of teaching and the different styles of it. We talked to Gage to get his outlook on his science fair project and some of the students he's been teaching. Tell me a little bit about your science fair project.
So, I taught Langford's 3rd and 4th physics classes how to mathematically model rotations in 3D using 2 different methods. His 3rd period, I taught how to model rotations using quaternions, and his 4th period, I taught how to mathematically model rotations in 3D using matrices. And I thought of this just because I was just writing down ideas for my science fair, what I should do for the science fair, and one of them was quaternions and their applications. And that eventually evolved into, are they a more effective way of teaching how to mathematically model rotations?
And what has been your favorite part of your science fair project so far?
Getting up there and talking to the students and seeing what questions they had was a really pleasant experience.
And what's a quaternion?
It's basically a 4-dimensional number.
Briefly explain to me what Gage taught about.
He taught about quaternions and how to move items in a 3D space.
And what was the hardest part?
Probably just all around getting it, just understanding.
And do you think Gage could possibly become a teacher one day?
I think Gage could probably do anything he wanted.
What made you decide to let Gage teach your class?
So Gage approached me with the idea of doing a science fair project where he would teach my 2 different period physics classes different methods for looking at a particular concept, and I thought it was a very interesting idea. It wasn't the normal boring science fair project that people do since elementary school. And he showed me what he wanted to do, and I thought the students would be interested in it, so I was very happy that he asked.
And did you think Gage did a good job?
I did. He was very well prepared. He came in with written down examples. He had examples that he used students to stand up and help demonstrate different rotations that he was describing. And he did a very good job answering their questions. He was able to think on his feet and anticipate where their questions were going and answer them.
And do you think the class benefited from Gage teaching?
I do. One of the methods, one of the periods did relate to math that some of them have had during their time in high school. One of the classes, it was brand new to them. None of them had encountered much of it before, so they were able to see a different way of going about solving for some questions, and I did think that they enjoyed it and that it was beneficial for them to see a little bit higher level, harder type math.
Awesome.
Sean Boney with the weather here. We're going to have some spooky fall weather in the next coming days with a high of 60, a low of 41, and an 11% chance of rain on Friday. Saturday is going to have a high of 63, a low of 47, and a 6% chance of rain. Sunday, the rain starts to move in with a high of 68, a low of 56, and a 66% chance of rain. Monday, the rain slightly moves out with a high of 67, a low of 54, and a 30% chance of rain.
What's up? Our football team is 7-3 and 4-2 in district. They played Olive Branch last Friday to determine second seed for playoffs and lost 21-24. With the ball on the 3 and 3 seconds left, Andrew Pugh kicked a field goal and made it perfectly, but with the defense offsides, it resulted in a dead ball and a second kick was necessary. The goal was wide left and they lost, but still played a very hard game. Our boys will play Lake Cormorant on the 2nd to end their regular season games. Tune in next week for game updates. And I want to say a big congratulations to Lafayette Competition Cheer for placing 4th in a bid to Nationals. Here's Audrey Chop with more. Thanks for tuning in.
The Lafayette Competition Cheerleading Squad attended their first competition of the season this past Saturday, October 27th in South Haven, Mississippi. They placed 4th in their division, which assured them a spot to Nationals in Orlando, Florida on February 8th through the 11th of 2019. They have 2 more competitions in Jackson, Mississippi on December 2nd and their state competition on December 15th. I'm here with Summer Gray, a senior on the competition team at Lafayette. So as a senior, and this being your final competition, how do you feel that your foot injury has affected your season?
Well, I wanted so badly to be on the mat at the first competition, and I felt like for a moment that I wasn't part of something that I've, been doing for 7 years now, and this is my last year, so it was really sad and devastating, but I didn't let it get to me, and I was a part of it, and I helped them with little things that could make them better, and I cheered them on as much as I could, so I tried to be a part of the team as much as I could, and I didn't let my injury get to me.
So what are you most excited about being able to get back on the mat?
Definitely the adrenaline at the actual competition. When it comes competition day, it's like you can't think about anything else and you're hyper, and then all of a sudden you're about to run onto the mat and you just go blank and you just can't think of anything else except you're about to go and do this one time, hit it perfect, and that's my favorite part, is just that adrenaline and that rush you get that you only have one chance to make everything perfect.
So what do you feel, who do you feel has made the biggest contribution to this really stood out to you this season on your team?
Dang, that's hard. They've all come a long way.
Or let me rephrase that. What do you think has been the key to this season?
Definitely our coach. She is new this year, and she has brought a lot of positive vibes that we never had last year as a team. This year we feel like we have that confidence, and she brings new skills and talent that we just always feel like we can hit. And last year we were very discouraged. This year, even when we can't hit it, we always try our best, and she always makes us keep going. She doesn't change it, she doesn't baby it. She always pushes us to do the best that we can, always.
Okay, this is Olivia. She's a competition cheerleader for Lafayette. So what do you think has been the key to making your team successful this year?
I think working together and everybody showing up to practices and giving it our all.
So what have you put into competition this year?
Well, I've sacrificed a lot of my time for something that I love to do, and I feel like all the other girls have too, and really it's come together.
So what are some improvements you think you and your team can make for the upcoming competitions?
I think we can make improvements with our routine being more sharp and precise and being on time together.
So how do you feel about the upcoming competitions that y'all have?
I feel pretty good. I think we have a lot of time to prepare for them and to really make our routine look a lot better.
Thank you for joining us this week at WLHS11. We hope you join us next week for a less spooky episode. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.
What are you gonna be for Halloween?
Sean Boney with weather here.
Rice Krispie.
Well, I didn't see you there. Should I do that or is that stupid?
I don't think I can do this. Mayor Massey, will you please come and do this? This is embarrassing. Of classrooms teaching. A student teaching? That's right. Ooh, not what we were going for.
To Christmas. Child is taking up donations now for student council.
Nope. Scrap.